Alright everybody, welcome back to Shorty Car Mods, brought to you by our sponsors, the like button, check it out below the video, and of course, youtube.com/CaptainSparkles. Wow, look, a new video as of 15 minutes ago. I wonder why if you head over to the channel now, that video will be 5 or 6 days old, assuming you're going right when this video is uploaded. Who knows? Couldn't tell ya. Hey, Minecraft stuff. Check it out on that channel, link in the description if you're interested. Let's start off with number 19. I can't tell if this is terrible or amazing. I mean, it doesn't seem really safe, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd feel very exposed, but at the same time, I guess if you're on a motorbike, you're gonna feel pretty exposed regardless. Did they actually put the engine in the back? I mean, I can't think of any other way this is gonna work. There's not an engine up front, so, it's probably actually got some pretty good traction, a lot of weight above those rear wheels. I doubt it's very maneuverable. I doubt it can do many evasive actions in the event of something happening in front of it that it has to avoid, but you know what? I'm sure it's good fun. It seems like it'd actually be a great tour bus sort of vehicle. There's a lot of Hollywood sightseeing tours that go on around LA, and something like this seems like it'd be great for it. Also, I see those things going on, and there are just people packed into these vans with no masks on, and I'm like, okay, seems like an interesting choice of timing to go and take one of those packed together in a van tours, but you do you, I guess. I can't fathom why they would want to sell this treasure. Mercury Capri XR2 convertible two-door, $4,000. Is it supposed to look like it has googly eyes at the front? Because it really does. It looks like Cookie Monster. Looks like teeth and then the freaking eyes, and it's blue and it's Cookie Monster at the front of the car. Probably wasn't even on purpose, but it's amazing. Also, what a heck of a wing that is. Amazing ground clearance, dude. You never have to worry about scraping. You can take any driveway straight on. The practicality is incredible. I bet the trunk space is a little bit limited. You might also not be able to open the trunk all the way depending upon where the wing is mounted. It might just hit the wing. But you know what? You can slide things under it, and who needs practicality when you have a big wang? I hate it, but also kind of love it. There's a lot of love-hate relationships going on with these first few posts. Firefly, I aim to misbehave. I've never seen the show, so I don't know if there's a reference, Big Dang Heroes up there, but I've heard it's a good show. Just haven't checked it out. I'm sure this would resonate with anybody who likes the show. I heart Firefly. You should be getting paid for this. If you're not, you really got the short end of the deal here. You could probably go to them and pitch this before applying it to your car and be like, hey, you guys, show hasn't been airing for a while. You want to get some extra sales going? All right, people are staying home a lot right now. They need content to watch, quality content at that. And if they don't want to watch youtube.com/CaptainSparkles or Jordan Reacts or CaptainSparkles2, etc., maybe they'll watch some Firefly. So pay me $1,000 a month. I'll drive around with my car all stickered up to promote the show. Heck yeah. Not sure if this was posted, but I thought this belonged here. It just looks like the front of the car is missing when you're driving from the side. Oh, what? I don't even know what's happening here. What? It's like a Reliant Robin, except maybe slightly lower center of gravity, so it maybe won't tip over as it goes around corners. It's like, oh, I love the angle approaching from the side. They started filming because they're like, oh, is this car is it wheeling? Is it missing the front? It's like the triangular building illusion, how you just see like one face of the building and the rest of it looks like it's in another dimension somewhere. Maybe they did it just to create that effect. They saw the triangle building posts on Reddit. They're like, I wonder if we can bring this into our car, make it look like the front is missing while people are approaching us. They'll be really confused, and then they'll be even more confused when they see that it's like 2 motorbikes combined. It's the motorbike centipede followed by a car. The worst Camaro I've seen. It looked worse from the front. You say that, and then you didn't include a picture of the front, so that's very disappointing. But I guess you were going the opposite direction, and you had to do what you could. Can you see out of the windows there? Also, look at all that aero. Oh my god, absolutely incredible. You better believe that car has got some downforce. That's not really downforce though. It's like anti-side to side force. It's like a surfboard, but in the air, and it won't accidentally swerve to either side, I suppose, with all of those little fins on there, which just look like radio antennas. So, yeah, also, I'm sure those fenders rub, make some really good noises when they're driving down, especially when they attempt to turn. Whoo boy, I bet that tire just goes right into those fenders. Works pretty well. But hey, I'll give it to them, that diffuser. That really looks like a solid diffuser, really enhancing the ground effects of this car. Just not so good in the visibility department. I bet they also have a racing visor that they've stickered to their front windshield. It's all fun and games until you hit a pothole. Wait. What? I refuse to believe that anyone actually did this. It took me a moment to realize what's going on here, but basically they got a bunch of zip ties, and it's like taking rubber bands and putting them around a watermelon until the watermelon just compresses and breaks. They just zip tie after zip tie after zip tie on their suspension in order to permanently compress their suspension. I feel like you're really asking for it. As soon as you hit like a jarring impact, all of a sudden, the force on all those zip ties is just gonna rip them up. And I don't know what the effect of that is gonna be. Maybe nothing. Maybe you just get a bunch of zip ties tangled up and shredded underneath your car. But I wonder if it could, like, explode fast enough that your car actually gets a few inches of air off the ground. Probably not. It all seems horribly unsafe to do. Don't do this. Don't do this. I bet this guy thinks also that RGB will increase his FPS. Wait, you mean having colorful lights on my computer doesn't increase my performance? I thought that's why gaming computers had lights on them, because it made the CPU go do more gigahertz. I've been lied to, dude. Just plywood. All right, heck yeah. That's a budget wing if I've ever seen one. Oh my God. It's gotta be a joke. It's gotta be a dare or something like that. You see, part of why wings are shaped the way they are is because they work like an upside down airplane wing on a car, where with an airplane, the idea is to create lift. On a car, the idea is to flip it upside down, and then it creates downforce because the pressure is gonna be lower underneath the wing and higher above the wing, which causes it to push down. This, though, doesn't accomplish anything. They're just goes through. It's actually just creating extra weight and drag. There is some science behind most wings. There have been some mistake wings in the past on some cars that have actually not worked so well and made bad things happen. See Mercedes CLR, although that might not have been the wing in the back, that was just the ground effects underneath. It didn't work out well for that car. But either way, nice aesthetic. Look how they massacred my boy. I mean, it's just impractical. Oh no, wait. Oh, on second thought, no, that's a Skyline, isn't it? Oh, that is kind of sad, actually. I thought it was something else. It was almost unrecognizable for a moment. I was like, oh wait. I see those tail light patterns. Yeah, that's kind of sad. You know, there are some cars that you shouldn't do that to, and I feel like a Skyline's probably one of them, but I guess you do you. We're probably going to start seeing Skylines, R34s, quite a bit in the States in like 1 or 2 years as the 25-year mark comes up on them, because you can import cars that are over 25 years old, even if they're not made to US spec. So we might start seeing those soon. A lot of right-hand drivers. It'll be interesting. You'll look into the car next to you on the freeway. You'll be like, is no one driving it? Oh, wait, no, they're just on the other side of the car. Huh. When do we go into the UK or Australia or South Africa or Japan? I don't remember that. Anyway, this is, yeah, just scrapes on reflectors as you're changing lanes. Rip. Straight from Los Santos Customs. Just looks like a Hot Wheel, really. We look so small. I don't know why. It looks like a miniature version of a car, but it's actually regular size. But I can't get my head around it. I want to see this in one of those tilt-shifted photos, you know, where you have like the super duper high depth of field that's just focused on the thing in the center. It should just be focused on that car, and you would totally be able to convince someone that this is just like a Hot Wheel car that's like this big. GTA intensifies. This is a really cool chroma flare finish. I know I've seen this car like a million times, actually. I think he was on the Netflix drag race show as well. It was called like Fast Car. Anyway, every time he gets every iteration of the Aventador, like regular Aventador and the SV, this is the SVJ, and he does the same scheme every single time to it. So I'm sure that the rat place has really got it down to a science now. I don't hate it, because the guy has a thing and he sticks to it, and it's well executed, and as much of a pain as it would be to be behind with the sun reflecting in your eyes, I feel like it doesn't really fit in shorty car mods as much, because, you know, if there's any car brand to do it to, it's a Lamborghini, right? And he's not actually modifying any of the interior or the internals, I should say, or adding extra things that hamper the downforce or aerodynamics, things like that. It's just a wrap. So, shorty, yes. Awesome, heck yes. 1982 Mercedes-Benz 300 SD for $1,500. For $1,500, I wouldn't be mad if it actually runs. It's kind of cool. And hey, it looks like they cut off enough of the fenders there so they're not going to rub when you try to take a turn. So it works at the end of the day. Have you ever seen a 911 Safari? They're really cool, actually. I've never seen one on the road in the wild. That'd be really cool. But I've seen them at car shows. Plenty of images out there. So I don't know. It's kind of a cool thing. I've also seen like a render someone put together of a Veyron and a 918 with gigantic tires on it. And no one would ever do it, but it kind of looks cool. What? It's an exhaust sticker. Oh no, it's so dumb. Why would you ever do this? Why would you ever do that? Oh, it's bad enough that most exhaust like outlets on most cars these days are not the actual exhaust pipe. They're just a like facade finish. That sometimes the actual exhaust pipe, if you look through it, you can see the actual exhaust outlet, which is usually a lot smaller. But, you know, this just takes it to a whole other level. It doesn't, there's no flow. Someone would look at that and be like, hey, excuse me, what is going on here? Also, there's already the exhaust. Why are we taking the off-center exhaust pipe over on the right? Why are we adding the extra? Why are we doing this? Why would you make it? It's asymmetrical now. That's what? A screamer of a deal. 1991 Lamborghini Aventador. Like, wait a minute, those years don't match up. This person, they work for Lamborghini. They got a prototype model. They were working on that thing like 20 years before it was unveiled. The Diablo is still being made, and they already had the Aventador going into production. Impressive. Also, it looked like it was on a donut for a second, but the wheels are just missing the hubcaps. I guess it blends in with the black hubcapless finish. Kit car using a Honda Accord. Driven 300,000 miles and still going. That's impressive. That is a lot of mileage. I guess, dude, those Hondas, nice and reliable. Never seen an Aventador with 300,000 miles, so hey, this is when you can keep driving. Just, you know, the cardboard's peeling a little bit. It doesn't look entirely safe. Doesn't look like it actually has a windshield or windows for that matter. But hey, for $4,500, how could you ever expect to get a car with windows? Oh wait, you could buy that really cool Mercedes Safari for a third of the price? Now I'm having second thoughts about this one. But maybe somebody will love it. Look how far in the wheel it's on the back. You look at it, it just doesn't look like it has wheels if you're kind of just a slight angle from straight on. And we move on to the Ferrari Enzo. Is such a stunning creation. Yeah, I don't know about that. It doesn't quite look the part, but I respect the effort. If they did it themselves as well, they molded the piece. I mean, good try. The paint finish is also a little bit on the uneven side, and the Enzo didn't have a wing on it. Ferrari is very anti-wing, other than the F50 and the F40. Part of me is a little bit sad about that. You know, you look at the Ferrari GT3 cars, the challenge cars, and they got gigantic wings on them. And I'm just like, come on, Ferrari, do it on the road car. I don't know why you're super anti-wing, just do it on the road car. I know you don't want to look too flashy Lamborghini-esque, okay? But just give me a wing on a road car, all right? I bet the Enzo would look really cool with a wing, even though nobody would ever do it. So hey, kudos to you guys. You've made the only Enzo out there with a wing. Baby Driver or something, I don't know, I didn't see the movie. Oh yeah, that's the plot. Baby Driver is about a baby. He's pretty good at driving. And, you know, it's just got used for nefarious purposes though. This poor child, not even a child yet, just a tiny toddler, got caught up with the wrong crowd, driving for heists, you know. They dressed up the car looking like a little tyke, and yeah, just, poor kid, poor kid. You wish the best for that kid, though. Hopefully, we'll find a better family later on to grow up at. But really talented at age 2 to be driving for getaway heists. I kind of love it, actually, although I don't know what's happening over here. Why did they put like a truck or RV mirror on the side of their little tyke's car? That seems unnecessary, but okay. Go on to the top for the last month of Shorty Car Mods with just let that sink in. All right, everyone, let this sink in for a moment. It's a shower knob. God. All right. If you turn it in one direction, are you actually able to cool your car off? You know, you turn on the cold water, and then it really cools it down on a hot day. Like today, this weekend's been really hot. All right, and actually earlier this week, yeah, it's been very hot times. So if you could just cool off your engine by turning on the cold water, be very useful. Maybe they've got that system in there. Maybe it's a cold day. Maybe it's winter. You just turn on the hot water, warms the thing up real quickly. You don't have to wait as long in the morning for the car to warm up before you can head out. Genius. In my book. Maybe you just take a shower in your car, which could also be useful in various circumstances. I love it. Thanks very much for watching the last month of Shorty Car Mods. Make sure to like if you like, check out the playlist if you want to catch more of the subreddit, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button, and also youtube.com/CaptainSparkles. Pretty cool stuff. Minecraft, check it out. I'll see you next time.